Well, hi there. It is very bizarre looking video today here. In fact, it's actually a much more cooler day here because last week was a very weird, well, let's just say 3-day hot spell. In fact, it was a very, very potent heat wave. 2 days of 30 degrees Celsius, over 30 degrees Celsius, being Wednesday and Thursday, and Tuesday and Friday were like, well, somewhere between the high 20s, I guess, like 25/26. Mind you, it's like a very big, well, let's just say, picture of one side and the other. It's a very good example of symmetry. But in this very cool, yet breezy and windy day, yes, I can tell it's been quite wet as well. Although today hasn't been so wet as what we had on Saturday and Sunday. In fact, I actually didn't make these videos on these 2 days as it was too wet. But nevertheless, in this video it's dry, but it's also breezy. It's also much easier to basically film videos on a cool summer's day. It feels like autumn, doesn't it, eh? Well, sort of, but not yet towards autumn, eh? And the days are getting a bit shorter, as I can work out. But the sunset times, yes, they take a long time for the sun to set. But if I move away from this very bizarre layout, which goes straight from Tomy track towards Trackmaster track on that section there with the door there, and towards that section there without showing my feet and my hairy legs, towards where the dehumidifier is, and the bathroom section there as well. There's a bit of a turn, well, let's just say slingshot area, of course. Right on the other side of my housing there, where, oh, I just got my feet there, sorry about that, it's my foot though, and right in this section there, as I've said twice though, right there where the Tomy Plarail EH500 train layer is there, there's a huge pile of Flip Flap toys that I've never gotten to review because it was freaking hot outside. Well, last week, of course. Yes, last week was very hard to review, as I did with Thomas and this train here being the EH500, as I can tell. And mind you, I was literally, there's my finger there, sweating. I was literally sweating so heavily that, mind you, it has been freaking hot outside. And mind you, I have no idea on how to make this video properly with my, well, let's just say, tatty, dumb-looking Logitech webcam. Something to describe with cameras of the old, well, let's just say, time. That's how I like to say it. Okay, with the EH500 train here, I wonder what's the first product I'm actually going to review. So let me just clear all the other Flip Flap products I might review later in this video. And first off, we might be taking a look at some dinosaurs. Specifically, Troodon. And let's take a look what we have. It's a trailing Troodon teaming gang 5-pack. And the product sells for about, if I turn it this way here, £7.99. Not sure if you can read that, but that's what it says there. And on the back here is some very beautiful artwork. I'm not sure if you can see that amongst the train right in the background now. And I know it's a bit noisy, but hopefully I'm actually going to speak a bit properly though, because I got a funny feeling that, yes, last week was hot, and I got a funny feeling if I did this in a very hot day, I think it will be very difficult to basically make as many, well, let's just say, takes as I want to have. And not only that, I'll be too hot to review, and then the computer will literally just explode and just be engulfed in flames, and also the next thing, I'll be dying of heat stroke. But don't worry, nevertheless, I'm a big fan of summer. That's all I love to hear. Okay, so here are the Troodons. This one here, the bee or wasp coloured version of that dinosaur here, looks like Umbreon from the Pokemon franchise. And just before I continue, because my nose has gone a bit funny now, I'm actually going to be using Vicks Vapor Rub, so I can literally do the review easily as I want to. And just hang on a minute, I think we've got a problem with the train right somewhere along the way, just before I continue with this Troodon here. And we've got a derailment there. Oh no! Looks like this train here has got too many wagons. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to be very careful here, not showing my feet though, along the way though. Okay, just looking at the camera. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a bit too much. I think the major changes has made me take away these container wagons though. I don't really think it's a great idea to basically use these forever. Oh my goodness me. Forever and ever. Just going to leave 6 of these wagons. Oops! Sorry, didn't mean to re-roll them in a very rough way. Let's go. Hopefully it's going to perform really nicely, I hope. Okay, I'm just going to put the container wagons back in the box. And let's continue with our Troodons without doing a jump cut. Hopefully. And without showing my feet like I did earlier just now. Whammo! There we are. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this Troodon here. It's black, it's yellow, it's a bee or wasp coloured one, even though it doesn't have patterns of what you would obviously, expect from a bee or a wasp. And like I said earlier, it looks like Umbreon from the Pokemon franchise, that black cat Pokemon thing I've actually just spoken about. It's got a very weird, sort of tongue detailing like that. And if I get a closer view on this very interesting dinosaur here, you can start to see on how beautifully detailed this very cool looking theropod is like. And Troodons are omnivorous. There's another one here with a yellow eye, but it's green and white. Okay, very nicely detailed. That's the very important thing about these dinosaurs. And the one thing I really think about Troodon is that it's like a mix between a raptor, like, a velociraptor or Deinonychus, and the ornithomimids, what I did with Rheomimus and Ornithomimimus. Maybe I could make Gallimimus one day. That would be a very nice opportunity, I hope. This one here is a brown one. Okay, looks very, very nice. Looks like iron ore. Well, sort of, or copper. This one here, okay, it's got dark colours here. It's black and blue together here. I'm pretty sure it looks so nice. And I've actually made these during the heatwave of last week on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Yep, very interesting eye colours. And this one here, I think this is the last one there. It's another blue one. And these brown patterns, of course, actually derived these from a Tokay gecko. I think I derived them from, well, it looks like to be a gecko from Southeast Asia, being the Tokay one, I think. And it's got yellow eyes, as you all know. But strangely enough, this one here doesn't have, well, any lines in its eyes, which is very, very weird, because normally when it comes to the dinosaurs, they tend to have eyes which are black lines, or any other colours. Okay, that's Troodon done, but I'm not going to repack these dinosaurs at the moment, because I just feel like if I just repack the dinosaurs, well, it's going to be too slow for me. Next photo here, Deinonychus, 12-pack, true, unfeathered, and movie-like. Oh, it makes sense. Indeed, it does. It does make sense indeed for them to be feathered and movie-like, of course. Unfeathered, as I just said, not feathered, unfeathered. 13 pounds 95. Just taking my time here as I'm saying this video here. There's the back of the packaging, which looks like that. Oh, one of them looks like a Pikachu, just laughing out so loud. And there's a black and blue one with the reverse colours of a Troodon, which looks like that. Okay, but with reverse colours with black in the top and blue in the bottom here, and the eyes are also blue as well. Mind you, one thing I would say about these dinosaurs here is I'm pretty sure that Deinonychus was basically, designed as a feathered dinosaur. And I think what I can work out in Jurassic Park, if I remember in Jurassic Park, the Velociraptors were actually designed after as a Deinonychus. But the Deinonychus in Jurassic Park are, of course, the Velociraptors, and they were named that way because it was named to be that way in a very dramatic way. So that's why the Deinonychus were called Velociraptors. In fact, the Velociraptors are, of course, the Deinonychuses. In that single movie, once again, 12 different colour variations like we all see in different theropod dinosaurs. In fact, I'm actually sort of thinking maybe to basically make more merchandise of dinosaur-themed products would be the best way to basically, maybe make more of these, and then I just feel like, if I feel like I have enough, I could just stop. I don't know what I'm saying here, but I don't know when the dinosaurs toys are going to be ending sooner or later, but let's just find out what these Deinonychuses look like. Okay, so these are the Troodons on that section there, and those ones there are the Deinonychuses. Okay, so they are the Deinonychuses right over there, and there's the packaging here. Okay, first one here is a Pikachu coloured one here. Okay, with yellow eyes. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Hence seen on the packaging as well, or in the packaging as artwork, of course. Yep, very similar to Pikachu, but with different eyes. Okay, got the face there, and the snout, nostril details as well. Here's a brown one. Reminds me of that raptor out of Family Guy. You know the scene when Brian's puppy was literally killed by a velociraptor. That was quite weird, eh? And there was that puppy who was like, "Let me get him! Let me get him!" And oh my goodness me, remember that funny part? Oh my goodness me, that was so gory. Well, sort of, but maybe not as funny as I would obviously expect. And actually, I've watched quite a lot of funny clips at Family. I don't know how many episodes that Family Guy's got at the moment, though. Please don't, I don't know what I'm saying here, but just please leave in the comment down below on how many episodes Family Guy has been running for, and how many episodes are they? In fact, I don't know if it's like 1999 or maybe somewhere in the early 2000s, but anyways. Here's a peach coloured version here. Okay, it's got blue eyes. Or, yeah, I think it's blue eyes rather than green. It's got yellow as well. I'm pretty sure it's the yellow conjunctiva and the blue pupil, of course. There's that pink tongue. Okay, and once again they've got chompy jaw actions here, but I'm not going to do the chompy jaw actions here because they're all mundane looking, okay? Okay, here's a green one here. Okay, looks quite nice. It's got a black slash brown sort of tail here. Greenish sort of brown details there. Looks like they're just, I'm pretty sure of these Deinonychuses here, it looks like they're matching up to the other ones that they have stripes, like, you know, the Pikachu one that I did earlier on. This one's got pink, it's got a bit of a pink nape, blue eye, okay, looks very nice, green feet, beautiful, very beautiful looking dinosaur. I was expecting this dinosaur to have a jade sort of colour, but nope, that's the colour that we've all got. Here's another green one here. Okay, looks very Aussie coloured, eh? Very Australian coloured looking dinosaur here by the green and the yellowness. Sort of colorization here, I believe. Once again, we've got blue eyes like the other one that we had there. Once again, it's also a female. Can you just believe those female dinosaurs, you know, the Deinonychuses? Oh my goodness me. Oh my, ain't that the same sort of dinosaur? I don't know. I've just got a funny feeling that these two girls there, oh my goodness me, oh my god, I'm actually feeling a bit anxious there, because I'm not quite sure if I'm actually going to say the L word. Ain't these two dinos lesbians? Ain't they doppelgangers? Okay, let's just stop being a bit explicit there at the moment though. And yes, we've got a train derailment, I think it's the EF510, but I'm not going to show the EF510 at the moment though, because yeah, I just want to see the H500, the one running on the bed, and stuff like that, and I just want to keep on reviewing those dinosaurs. That's all, you know, I don't know what to say, but that's all I really want to have there. I just want to see all the dinosaurs there. Okay, this one here. Next one there, it's a dinosaur that looks like Charizard or Charmander. Okay, blue eyes, blue leg patterns there. And it's got a very good colour pattern of orange and yellow. Okay, looks very, very interesting. Here's the reverse coloured one here. It's got green eyes. Yep, very different looking dinosaur here. Okay, but still Deinonychus. And what's quite funny is this one here doesn't have any snouts or any nostrils. That's weird. It doesn't have any nostrils. That's a bit of an error. Okay, next one here. This one looks like a, is that a vulture coloured one, or is it a bald eagle coloured sort of Deinonychus? You know, birds are of course the modern day logistical cousins of dinosaurs, as we all know. And, yep, that's just about it. It's got a, is that yellow eyes? I'm pretty sure that one's got yellow eyes, yep. Yeah, I think this one's got yellow eyes, that's very, very nice to hear. Here's a red one, with a black underside. Looks sort of very interesting looking indeed, kind of. It's got a yellow sort of eye detailing there, of course, just looking at it wisely. Very, very nice. Black feet as well. I don't know if the feet are meant to be claws, but looks quite nice, red and black. There's another one here, which is a, well, let's just say earth-coloured Deinonychus, which looks blue and green looking, of course. Okay, looks very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. In fact, it's also got orange eyes as well. Very nice to see indeed too. And there's a black and blue one, which looks very similar to the Troodon that we looked at, but it's a reverse coloured one, of course. In fact, it's also the same dinosaur seen in the artwork as well. Plus that Deinonychus there is also showing some very similar colour characteristics to this Troodon here. Am I seeing a huge, let's just say a huge mirror image of deja vu going on here? I don't know. Yeah, looks quite interesting, this blue and blackish looking dinosaur. Being a Deinonychus, of course, and here is, last but by no means least, another one of these dinosaurs here, and I think this is a, yes, it looks pretty similar to a female dinosaur, but I think this is a male. And it's very desert coloured, like the female one. I think the female one also shares some colours like that. But I think, let me just grab the other one here. I think this one's a lot more peach looking. Oh, I think that one there just got taken out by a train, but I think this one here is a bit more light ochre coloured. I think, as I can work out by the colours and stuff like that. But anyways, that's Deinonychus, and it's done. Oh yeah. And luckily enough, with the Vicks Vapor Album, hopefully it's gonna help me just perform this tour review better than I would obviously expect. So let's move on to another one. Okay, what's this one here? The EoTyrannus Small Family 5-pack. £8, 99. Well, I wouldn't regard this product as a, let's just say family in a sense, because all the dinosaurs are males. And if they're males, I wonder one of them are gay. I don't know what I'm saying here, but maybe I'm just feeling a bit off the rails. Hey, what a fun, eh? At least this train isn't. But anyways, let's go ahead and unpack this. As we all know, EoTyrannus is the Dawn tyrant, and like, Tyrannosaurus is sort of like miniature cousins, I think. Tyrannosaurus Rex's cousins, I think, as I can tell. And yes, look at the back of the packaging here. 5 different colour variations. And if I go ahead and take a bit of a read on the packaging here about this product, look what it says there. Based on the British theropod EoTyrannus, the Dawn Tyrant, and a smaller cousin of Tyrannosaurus Rex, and they are also not Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know about you, but maybe I could make a product about Tyrannosaurus Rex in a future episode, I believe. But let's take a look at these, which are of course the EoTyrannuses. Okay, let's take a look at the yellow and the green one here. Similar to that Deinonychus, but with a very reverse colour pattern here. Very Aussie-like again. Okay, looks very, very nice. It's got yellow eyes, in fact. All of the EoTyrannuses that I've got on my hand are all yellow-eyed, which is very important to know here. This can go right there, along the way. And yes, because I just feel like, well, this review needs to go on forever, and because there's too many products I need to review, well, I'm actually not going to stand all of the dinosaurs at once. I know I've scanned these guys properly before I've made this video just now. I've got a funny feeling all of these guys stand really, really well at any surface. The second one here was a blue one here, only different shade, and this one here is more of a, well, rusty, reddish brown sort of coloured one, of course, with a peach on the side. Okay, that can stand right there. Well, sort of, but not. This one here is a green one. Well, fully green. It's like a combination of green and blue-green or teal. I'm pretty sure it's teal. And once again, yellow eyes. Okay, very, very interesting indeed. And last but by no means least, another blue one, but it's got the reverse colours of the other one that I looked at, and I think it's that one there. Hopefully without the train cars going at this section here, covering the, the whole view of what I can see in this video. Okay, so that can stand there. So, and yay, perfectly stands well. So there you go, EoTyrannus. that's that product done. My goodness me, we're actually having a huge season of dinosaurs this summer. Let's take a look at another one. And this one here is called Sarcosaurus. And it's called the Trail Teaming Troop Gang 5-pack. £7.99. If I show you the price, like so, without the train going by. Let's take a look at the back of the packaging here. Oh, look at this. Sarcosaurus meet Sarcosaurus. There's a female one here being addicted by a male one here who looks pretty sneaky with his own smirk. Looking all rusty and ochre brown coloured, I think. Maybe gold or bronze, I don't know. Looks pretty cool. And it's based on the flesh lizard. And the flesh lizard is of course Sarcosaurus. And I think the name flesh lizard is of course Sarcosaurus, which is of course the Latin term for the English meaning of flesh lizard. Very important to know. In fact, many dinosaurs which have the name Saurus means lizard. Very important to know. I'm just checking the trains. Oh, they're doing a work though. And oh no! I accidentally ripped the product! Oh no! I've just accidentally ripped this packaging here. Oh dear. That's not looking good, isn't it? Hey, maybe I have to make another one. Oh dear. Doesn't look too good, that product. I've just unpacked it so well. Look at this. Oh no. I've just literally just ripped. See that rip there? I've just teared it. Not good, isn't it? But anyways, let's take a look at Sarcosaurus. Here's a rusty reddish brown looking gold, brown, bronze coloured one here. I think it's bronze. Why do I say gold? It doesn't look gold to me, but anyways. And they've got some sort of weird vulturing neck here, as I can tell. Like a vulture, of course. And looks very, very nice. It's got red eyes. Yeah, pretty mean looking. And I don't know how lavishly detailed these guys are, because, you know, dinosaurs are very popular toys though, you know. That's what all boys like. And girls as well. Let's take a look at another one here. Okay, I would say it's more of an ibis coloured one here. Got red eyes. Maybe I think it's more like, you know, there's one other colour that I was also thinking of, and I think it's terracotta. That EoTyrannus was also terracotta as well. That was, you know, the other thing. That was also the other thing I was also thinking about. I'm just trying to read over here Cartenia here, so I'm not showing it again because I don't want to show my feet or my legs again. Okay, let's take a look at this one here. Okay, once again, speaking of terracotta, there's that one there with terracotta coloured looking feet, and also a neck and a head. Plus the underside is also terracotta coloured as well. Mind you, why do I think of China whenever I think of the word terracotta? It's probably all down to the terracotta army, I think. And yes, it's one of the dinosaurs that is also depicted in the artwork as well on the front packaging too. Here's a yellow one here, very similar to the Deinonychus one here with the cheeks, but it's more orange looking. And it doesn't have the Pikachu stripes, luckily enough, of course. I wonder why would you add a detailing like that, it's so weird. And the next one, last but not least, pink one, and it's female. It's also got terracotta reddish eyes, I think, and she's also got eyelashes. Hopefully I've got the name right. And yeah, there's the other eyelashes. Once again, mind you, it looks so beautiful, yet sadly I've just destroyed the packaging just a bit. That was a bummer. Thumbs down. Boo. But anyways, the dinosaurs, thumbs up. Packaging, bad. Okay, let's move on to another Flip Flap product. I think this time I'm actually not going to look at some other products that I might unpack. But before I should take a look at some of these products right now, I might take a look at these big dinosaurs. I've made a Stegosaurus and a Triceratops. And I've actually made these guys so well during the heatwave that was from last week. And these guys were coloured in, designed, I think they were obviously designed and coloured in after real things. This Stegosaurus here, okay. And this one here is coloured after a sort of pattern that you normally find on peacocks, I think. And if I show you the dinosaur like that, like so, look at that. I've sanded this guy before, but mind you, this Stegosaurus Whoa, would you look at that? It looks so freaking amazing. Once again, you've got the cool looking jumping jaw action here. Something that you don't find on Triceratops. Okay, looks so cool. It's got blue eyes, yellow underside, a teal body with legs. And yes, guess what? How many plates does Stegosaurus have? 17. And look at this. I think it's got, you know, like, I don't know how many of these does it have though, but I think it's got like, you know, 8 on the neck there, 8 on every side, on each side of the neck there. I think it's like 4 actually on each side, sorry. 8 altogether, and there you go. There's 8 on that section there on the body. And there's some spikes as well. 4 spikes. There you go. Maybe 2 or 4 spikes, I don't know. A pair of spikes is what you can call it. And there's an extra plate at the back there. If I show you the plate like that, that's what it looks like. So there you go, Stegosaurus. Let's take a look at Triceratops. Before I should take a look at Triceratops, the train's derailed. I think it's the EF510. And if I show you... Why do I have to show you the EF510 again and again? Oh, freaking hell. It just keeps on derailing. I don't know what to say, but I think we just get the camera to move like so. Oh my goodness me, it's not a good look, isn't it? And I don't want to show myself. Maybe only, I don't know how good or bad it looks like. Only just my arm and my hand. Come on. Come on. Get back on the rails. Oh, hopefully I haven't got my face. Oh, great. Why do I have to... Oh, great. Just move it away. And I'll just reroll it like so. Oh my goodness me. Welcome to my channel. This is what my channel looks like. In a nutshell. Okay, back to review. But I'm not doing a jump cut here, because I need to take a look at Triceratops. Now remember I did Triceratops in the other video today, but this is Triceratops here. I'll give you a good visibility here. A good look at this very big fella, eh? Look at that, it looks spectacular. It just looks like a great big blue and gold macaw. Would you look at that? It's got the colours of a parrot. Looks beautiful, that dinosaur, eh? And as we all know, Triceratops has a parrot-like beak to eat tough plants. And yes, there were no real fruit. And yes, imagine if Triceratops was a frugivore, it would have been eating, you know, fruit, but this one isn't. Well, all Triceratops is only restricted to, let's just say, plant matter food, which are not fruit, as I can tell. But it looks so cool. It's got yellow eyes. It's got a parrot-like face, as we all know. And it's got a tail which looks like that. It's also got colours of green and blue as well. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm pretty sure there's dark green on the body and dark green on the ceratopsian sort of shield-like head. And why it's called Triceratops is because it's got 2 horns on the ceratopsian shield and 1 on the front end where the beak is. So there you go, Triceratops. And mind you, they both stand pretty well. So there you go, these figures are done. Like so. Oh, sorry for being cruel there. But anyways, let's take a look at another Flip Flap product here. And hopefully let's move away to something pretty modern here. Pretty modern there. Let's try and show you something pretty interesting, but also big as well. It's an African elephant. And oh my goodness me, I've actually standed this guy before on a table. But I'm not going to stand it up again because I think this guy is pretty, of course, a coward at standing. Oh, look at this. It just stands up pretty cowardly. It just keeps on falling down. It's like one of these bendy giraffes, and we have to bend the giraffe, and once released, the giraffe falls down. But this here is an African elephant. And you know what's called an African elephant? It's got, you know why? It's because it's got big tusks. And, well, let's just say big ears, as we all know. And mind you, it's also got brown eyes as well. And plus, it would also be a great toy for every single person who really loves elephants. Which is, of course, everyone, except for the person who really doesn't like elephants. Once again, I'm pretty sure there's the trunk there, and there's also that very interesting tail. In fact, I might have made an elephant product before, which was from, I think it was like a Brunei 2019 product, where I've actually made like an elephant-themed product. And mind you, it was actually pretty different compared to the other Flip Flap products I did, and mind you, that was quite interesting to look at. I might make some more elephant products in the future. I don't know, but looks quite cool, isn't it? One of the largest animals ever in the world. And maybe without being cruel to it, let me just throw it somewhere like that. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to be cruel to you, but anyways, these are just toys, eh? These are just toys. Anyways, let's move on to some birdies. Let me just start off with something a bit temperate, I think. Something temperate to something then a bit tropical. Okay, let's move on to this one here. This one here is called the Herring Gull Duel versus Oyster Catcher Trio Flock 5-pack, £8, 99. And it was pretty recent for a toy like that one. Back of the packaging, looks like that. And it's also one of the first generation 116 Flip Flap Origami toys. Or Flip Flap toys that I've actually made because it's got a paperboard on it. And the return of the Ash Ketchum starred logo. And look at that. Oh my goodness me. That oyster catcher there is pretty derpy. It looks like he's literally yelling out loud because he's taking a bit of a poop. Without the other P word. Which is going to trigger other YouTubers like the others. Which are not very explicit. That's what I obviously expect. Explicit? Explicit? Actually, I should have said the word explicit, not explicit. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Unless we were the saying, of course. Then let's take a look at the birds. Because I'm quite curious. Here we go. Put the packaging away. Having no whips compared to that poor Sarcosaurus. Okay, let's take a look at these guys here. Okay, the oyster catcher. More specifically, a Eurasian one. It's got an orange beak, orange and red eyes. Pretty much the same design as what oyster catchers look like. And the wings are more pencil detailed, I would say. I might probably see more oyster catchers maybe when the coronavirus pandemic is over, of course. But unfortunately, remember when that heat wave that was very, very, well, phenomenal from last week day, as I said earlier in the video, of course. And mind you, as I'm talking straight away off topic, that heat wave has actually caused like 149 deaths that were, they were not just related to heat strokes, but unfortunately nowadays related to COVID. That's very sad, isn't it? But anyways, these birds look really, really cool. And I think there was a beach in Dorset, probably Bournemouth, and mind you, there was like hundreds, if not thousands of, let's just say, holiday makers outside. And mind you, it was so bad. And mind you, there was like loads and loads of people who have failed to manage a whole bunch of social distancing. And that's what we all want, social distancing. But how long do we really want? 1 meters or 2 meters? Anyways, here are the herring gulls. Very, very similar in design, eh? Very, very similar. And there's the other one. I don't know which one's male and which one's female. Maybe both of these are males. Okay, very, very similar indeed. And both of them have got pink legs. Very, very simple. In fact, all the birds have got pink legs in this toy view, of course, as I can tell. Okay, that's the herring gulls and the oyster catchers done, but I'm not going to repack these guys because I'm not finished. And let's move on to something a lot more passive and topical looking. Let's move on to something a bit more temperate looking again. Okay, I think these are temperate parrots. £11. I think this is an Australian species of parrot. It's called the Superb and Regent Parrot Mixed Wild Flock 12-pack. And it costs about £13, as I said before. And earlier on, of course. Here are some parrots. Sort of look like a bit like a lorikeet. Actually, hang on. Remember that product that I've actually reviewed recently? I don't know if it was April. I think, remember back in April 2020 when the lockdown was there? Remember these good old times when lockdown was there? And mind you, for the first time I've actually looked at one of these species, and I think one of them was called a princess parrot. That was very interesting, but now we've got Superb and Regent parrots, which looks pretty amazing. I think, if I can tell which one is the Regent parrot, it's that one there. And if it's a Superb parrot, it's this one here, I think. Okay, and maybe that one there. I think that's a Superb parrot, but yeah, I think it is. But anyways, let's just go ahead and come and do the unpacking along the way. Yep, courageous green up. What's quite funny about this product is that the packaging has got paint splodges. Maybe I must have done a whole bunch of colouring in with those goddamn Sharpies and other generic felt tip pens and stuff. Okay, let's take a look without getting hammered by the train. Okay, this one here, this is a superb parrot. As we can tell, superb parrots have got green wings and turquoisey sort of, well, let's just say teal. Sorry, I've just said the wrong colour here, turquoise, but this is actually more of a teal coloured. Big teal wingtips. It's got a teal forehead. It's got yellow and green patterns, of course. Very, very nice. And it's also got a tail which is plain green. In fact, the whole bird is green with a yellow front. And it's also got a black underside where the tail is. Pretty interesting. It's also got grey or black feet. I think it's grey, I hope. And the other bird we've got is a regent parrot. Of course it is a regent's parrot because it's got these wing patterns like that. It's got yellow and orange and grey. And it's also got striped patterns like that. It's got teal, blue and green. And it's also got a black underside like the superb parrot. But it's got a much different beak colour. I think it's more reddish than pinkish, as I can tell. But I'm pretty sure the superb parrot might also have a reddish bill as well, if I can remember, of course. Here's another look at the regent parrot here. Okay, it might be more reddish or pinkish looking. I think reddish, pinkish looking, whatever I would say. I'm pretty sure it looks like these guys have got a bit of a Botox stare. Very attractive looking, these birds. Very good indeed. Now, I might show you another superb parrot here. Here's another one there. I don't know if it's one of the first ones I've made, but it looks so totally awesome here. Sorry if I'm jerking the birds a bit though, but it looks pretty cool, eh? Very cool indeed. Very nice. Okay, that's these guys done. And mind you, these guys would add to a whole bunch of fun during summer when it's so hot, sultry, but tropical looking indeed as it is. Even though these guys come from temperate Australia and subtropical Australia. Even though these guys don't live in the tropics. Maybe one of them does. I don't know. But let's take a look at something a lot more tropical themed. And it's these birds there. It's called the wild coloured green cheek Canary parrot small flock 5-pack. £7.50 is the price. And mind you, one of these parrots, in fact all of the parrots here, remind me of Ari. Do you know who Ari is? It's that parrot from Jaden Animations, and it's based on the species of parrot called the green-cheeked canoe or parrot, which looks like this. But it's more of a teal colour, or maybe blue sort of colour, maybe more of a turquoisey sort of aqua colour, I believe. But it looks so, so beautiful. Beautiful indeed. Maybe dark turquoise might be a better word of saying that. I hope. More blue-green, I would say. Let's go ahead and unpack these. Looks quite funny here. Looks like this one here has gone a lot more, well, let's just say, orange looking, or, I don't know, reddish orange. Looks more like scarlet, I would probably believe. But let's take a look at these green-cheeked canoes or parrots. And once again, I think they have the same wing patterns as these superb parrots, because look at this. Look at that. Just similar indeed. Just similar indeed. But if you look at the face, it looks so, well, let's just say pharaoh looking, as I can describe. Looks very pharaoh looking because I can tell on how interesting the eyes are. It reminds me of something out of ancient Egypt. Okay, it's got a red tail at the back, yellow and green tail details like so. Very, very nice. And mind you, it's also got grey details like that. Oh yeah. Once again, they've got names like that. Green-cheeked canoe parakeets. Yeah, looks very beautiful indeed, boys and girls. Very beautiful indeed. And there's also a bit of red on the bottom here as well. Very weird. But, there you go. Looks quite nice. The green-cheeked canoes. That's just about it, eh? Let's move on to another bird of tropicality. And let's move on to something a bit big. Remember I did the 12-pack of these scarlet macaws? Here is a 5-pack, and it costs about £8. And once again, there's a Flip Flap Origami Pets themed toy. And actually, I just reused some of the artwork from the 12-pack. Exactly. That's what I did. I must have reused some of the artwork from the 12-pack that I did in the previous video. And once again, we've got the same parrot that looks like this. And the other parrot, which also looks like that. Okay, so it's that one there. Okay, very similar to the 12-pack. So it's like a repeat, but it's more of a 5-pack, which is very different to say. And it's a small flock 5-pack, as I can tell. But it doesn't have the word small, I think. Yep, no sign of the word small. But let's take a look at these scarlet macaws. And that's strange. Looks like these guys have been cheaply detailed. And the reason why they're cheaply detailed is because I can't find like an actual red felt tip pen. But it's more yellow and bluish looking in terms of the colours. Oh yeah, looks very cool indeed. And once again, we've got the same details as I would see on the parrot. In fact, this one here is the only one that doesn't have any felt tip details of blue. A lot though. Whereas these guys, they have more of it, of course, you can see. And to be quite honest, some of them had, like, you know, pencil details. In fact, most, if not all of the reds here are pencil details. But I think many of the blue detailed ones here have got, like, felt tip pen details. And I think, yeah, I think these, yellow bits there, I think there's a highlighted ones, I think. Highlighted pieces of detailing. Okay, looks very, very nice indeed. And that's just about it. Let's scarlet macaw. Probably not to say that much again, because I've already spoken about these guys in a previous video. Let's move on to something else. It's the tropical African yellow-billed duck small flock 5-pack. £8.99 or £9. Once again, I don't know if it's similar price to the parrots, which are the scarlet macaws, but that's 99p the difference, sadly to say. Yep, indeed, it is. 99p more expensive than these parrots, the scarlet macaws, of course. And once again, they're from Africa. As I can tell, they're like the Africanized versions of mallards. And for what I can work out, these guys look very, very similar, except for that guy here. I think the ones which are more common, I think these are the ones here. The ones with the green speculums, of course. I haven't got the word here. The ones with the blue speculums here, I think these are found. This is not a gender difference here. I think this is more of a northeastern race of yellow-billed duck in Africa. I think in northeast Africa. I'll probably say, like, you know, I don't know, sub-Saharan Africa's corn, I believe. Maybe not, but I don't know. I'm just really, oh my goodness, I've just rewrote that train, which is of course the EF510. And if I show you where the EF510 is, without showing, you know, my feet and stuff like that, we just have to be very careful. Okay, there it is there. It's going to that section there. Okay, we've seen enough. Let's go and find where the duckies are. And let's just unpack this very good looking product here. A 5-pack, but I just need to sit the camera up properly. There you go. I bless the rains down in Africa. Right, okay, so here are the ducks here. And they've got yellow bills. This one here, that's the very, is that like a nominate species? I don't know, I'm pretty sure the ones with the green speculums on them, I think there's a more nominate looking, I think. Very cool indeed. And they look very mallard-like, as I can tell. They've got grey heads, grey and brown beak details, of course. I just saw the one with the dark blue speculums on it here. I wonder, one of the very weirdest words I've actually heard of the word say. I think the word speculum is one of the most forgotten words ever when it comes into ducks like these. You know, duckling ducks. Which looks so weird indeed, but there it is. There's the one with the blue speculums here. I think it's the northeastern race from Africa, I think. And it looks very nice. I think once again they are, of course, a tropical species of duck from Africa. Well, sort of, but not that much. I think yellow-billed ducks also reside in arid, semi-arid, and also temperate areas. Very important to know in Africa. As I would love to bless the rains like I did in the weekend. And mind you, I've blessed it so much as I've sang heavily a lot. And speaking of Africa, last but by no means least, the male silvery-cheeked hornbill. What's it called again? Male silvery-cheeked hornbill African small flock 5-pack. Didn't I do a hornbill product before? Which was called the wrinkled hornbill. £8.95. It's a bit cheaper, or a lot cheaper than the other product that I did with Thomas. And there's the back of the packaging here. We've got some hornbills, and all of them are male. Sadly, once again, there are no females. I mean, what's up with hornbills? When it comes to the hornbills, there's like males which are more, well, let's just say more gregarious than the females. It's a little bit like the ducks, as I would say. Oh my goodness me, these hornbills look so bizarre. It looks like a goose with a, well, it's got a case. What is it? Casque. It's got a case or casque on the front, I would say. Very weird design. And they actually look more grey looking. Pretty sure it's more of a cheaper alternative. And look at that wing pattern there. It looks like Oklahoma. Well, it looks a bit there. Well, sort of, but not really Oklahoma. Well, looks more like it, eh? And the front details, of course, are the only colourful parts, being peach and pink. Very deep, sort of very weird wing beats. Pretty deep, lazy ones, of course. And yes, because they are detailed with some pencils on it, I'm actually getting pencil lead on my hands, and mind you, I need to wash my hands to get rid of COVID-19. Don't know if these guys really do contain COVID-19. That's the very big problem here, I would say. And the hump detailing, of course, on the middle, you've got the sort of grey detailing there on the first quarter here, and then the rest of the 3/4 of these hump sections there. Well, that hump section there, of course. Some of it's white, some of it's just, well, let's just say it's sorted with pencil lead. But anyways, these guys also have grey feet. I hope they've got grey feet, or, yeah, I think they've got grey feet, except for that one there. Boring! It's got, look at that, white feet. Maybe I should try and just smudge it over and just make it all grey feet. Or grey footed, I would say. Oh no, I'm just checking. Probably the only foot. Okay, there you go. Much better, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there you go. There you go indeed. So, that's just about it, guys. I think that's just about it. Oh my goodness me, I actually just repacked the ducks. That was the only part I've just repacked so far, eh? Anyways, that video was pretty simplistic. So, anyways, if you enjoyed this video as I'm repacking the birds and maybe the dinosaurs, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. As always, as per usual, and mind you, that was pretty easy to review all sorts of pickup products. And maybe, if I have some time, maybe I could literally make more Flip Flap Dinosaur products, but this time for merchandise, rather than, let's just say, just regular model Flip Flap Origami Dinosaurs. Oh my goodness me, I'm only just going to repack the birds though, and maybe then the dinosaurs, because I think it's going to be a waste of time if I just repack all these dinosaurs forever and ever, and I think that'll be a waste of time because I don't know which dinosaur species I'm actually going to repack. And hopefully I don't have my face, as I just picked up some of these birds along the way, which were the superb and the regent parrots, I think. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, as I'm repacking all of the birds, it's only just going to be the birds and not the dinosaurs. As always, you know I'm going to say next, don't you? Thank you so much for watching in this very interesting video. And that's just about it. Okay, bye for now. At least it's not that bad. That's all I can say, eh?